Hey guys, welcome back to the Favorite Hits podcast. My name is Tim Rook and I am here with my beautiful wife. Please
Hello,
introduce.
I'm Mary.
And today we've got a special guest on the show. This guest is not only a stunt performer, but he is also a wrestler and has a very extensive wrestling background. Please help me introduce Jai Kole to the Favorite Hits podcast. Thank you, Jai. Tell us a little bit about your favorite hit, your favorite stunt, or that favorite moment in your wrestling matches.
Man, it's crazy that I had to think about this because it's been going on for a long time. So there's plenty of them, but I would probably say, as far as wrestling, one of my favorite times was in a cage match. Cage match is a classic thing where you're combined in a ring with your opponent, and you can use the cage as a weapon. You can use the cage. You can climb on top of the cage. Normally, you get out of the cage and you win, or you pin your opponent 1, 2, 3 or submission. But there's all kind of brutal things that go on where people jump off the top of the cage. Sometimes the cage falls through, but it's just a brutal thing going on there where it's just two guys that just stuck in a dome. People are hype, and it's just these two monsters just going at it. And I had won the Maryland Championship wrestling belt for EWA
Hey,
in
congrats.
Oh my
2019.
gosh.
Yeah, it was 2019, but I actually lost it that night.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah. I was the champion for like a year, but when we had that cage match, I lost the belt to a guy, and it was probably one of the best matches that I've ever had. And
Wow.
he jumped off the top of the turnbuckle, and I caught him into a slam, and it was just one of the best, probably well put together things that I've ever done in the ring because a lot of that is all about timing, and the timing was just right. The environment was right. The whole feel of it, the emotions of the fans, because it was a build up from show after show, and I was, me being a bad guy most of the time, people really want to see me lose. So it was just one of those things.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
So I was going to ask, but it sounds like that you play the heel role most of the time.
Right? Yeah, I do. I do.
Yeah.
And the bad guys are normally some of the nicest people.
Yeah, in real life. And
That's
so,
what they
guys,
say.
I've met Jai in real life. He is a super nice dude. But if you mess with Jai, I'm not going to help you out. Like, leave the dude alone, okay? I know that's great. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, yeah,
That's cool that all that storytelling goes into all of that. I can as you're telling the story about all that buildup, I could feel the tension even as you're saying it. That's
So,
cool. What that must
right.
have really been a cool moment.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
and I imagine there's probably a lot of training that goes involved with jumping from the high levels to catching and all the skills and thrills that we see. A lot of people don't recognize how many repetitions go into that. So if you're watching at home, don't try these stunts at home because,
Yeah.
there's a lot of skills, a lot of safety procedures and things. So,
Don't try that at home. Try it at your friend's house.
oh no. Yeah.
I was one of those kids that tried it at home, and when my parents left, me and my brother jumped off of every bed. We broke mattresses. We did everything we see on TV. And
Huh, that
That's
sounds a little familiar.
yeah, but don't try it at home.
for your whole life.
Yeah.
I took the try it at your friend's house approach and like rollerblading and jumping off of a ramp
Right.
over his little sisters. It was his idea. Okay, it was his idea. But I rashed up my arm so bad, he hid me behind the bush, ran inside, grabbed band-aids, which did absolutely nothing, and he told me that I can't tell my mom because then she'll tell his mom. So
Yeah.
I was in the middle of summer wearing like long sleeve shirts covering up the road rash until my mom was like, "Come on, something's wrong." So,
Man, that's wild. Yeah.
yeah,
Parents know everything.
they do
Yeah.
figure it out. Well, on the wrestling side of things, what really got you into wrestling?
This is a funny story because I had to tell my mom this because my mom used to be married. She was married to a guy who was really cool. He was my stepfather at the time, and he used to have his buddies come over and watch WWF with food and snacks. And I used to watch with him every week. And as I got older, it was just a thing that me and him did. We watched WWF and WCW, and then I just never got out of it. I just said, "Hey, one day I'm going to try out to be a wrestler," and I ended up trying out. So I watched it as a kid with my stepdad, and we used to
Oh wow.
play video games and everything. And it was just one of those bonding type things. And it's just funny that I have to tell people that because he didn't realize that until I told him that. Like I still talk to him.
That's really cool. Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, yeah. We love wrestling. Wrestling was just our thing. You know, so we watch it
Yeah.
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's great. Are there any other moments from your career wrestling that just stand out for you?
I would probably say I got a chance to work with WWE and just to go there and see how the big stage is,
Oh wow.
you get to be I got to be in front of maybe 30,000 people, and
Oh
that's
my
a
gosh.
lot different than being in front of 100 people on an independent level. You might be in front of 50 people in a bingo hall. You know what I'm saying? And you come out on the big stage and see all these people. It's a lot of responsibility. It's addictive. It can be really addictive to try to want to see that. But it was important to me see that because I grew up as a fan, and to go in there and see people like Vince McMahon walking around and the Triple H's and all the people that we heard about. I would see these guys on TV and actually like I'm here, and it was just a good highlight to get to see how all this stuff gets put together.
Yeah, I can't imagine the feeling that you would have walking into that room after everything that you had
Yeah,
built for yourself. That's crazy.
yeah, it's wild. It's a wild ride. Yeah, it's a machine.
Well, you sent us your reel. I'd love to play it. And so let me see if I can pull this up. Okay. So cool.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I'm like
Appreciate
holding
it.
my neck still.
Yeah, that guy's probably still holding his neck too.
Yeah, I bet. And the dude that landed on the chair on his back, ooh, I felt it through my back.
I know.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness.
That's how you know that you guys put on a good show, like when you're feeling those hits as a
oh my
viewer, you know.
gosh.
It's pretty
What's
good.
that one move you kept doing, like where you grab the guy by the legs and slam him on his back? That looked like a signature move for you.
It is. It's one of my signature moves. It was originally called the Sky High that a guy named D'Lo Brown. He was very famous for doing that move in like the 90s and early 2000s. I don't
Okay.
really see a lot of people do it now, but it's a move that I always liked, and I just kind of got good at it, and I use it as a signature.
Yeah.
There
Well,
was
sweet.
there was another move where you throw the dude behind you and he flips around and then slams on the ground. What
Right.
is
Yeah.
that?
Oh yeah, that is called the overhead press. Yeah.
Okay.
Overhead what?
That's called the. I'm sorry. That's called the fall away slam. Yeah.
Oh, fall away slant. Well, that looked intense as well. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, just slip,
Yeah. You just kind
just
of.
over your head.
Yeah. And you gotta kind of have your timing because you can throw somebody out of the ring like that. Like
Oh
if
my
you're strong, you can
gosh.
throw them out too far and they'll land in the ring. That's why realistically when you're wrestling, everything is supposed to be executed in the middle of the ring for like
Oh, that makes
safety.
sense.
Yeah, it's a psychology thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got to
Mhm.
time how much space you need for it. So,
Yeah,
okay. Well, that
Wow.
was cool. You can definitely see the talent, the precision, and just how you've perfected your craft. So,
Yeah,
I
but also
love
the
that.
theatrics of it. You coming
yeah,
in, what is it, King
yeah.
Beast? Is that like,
Yeah, so I came up with the name the King Beast. So it's you know how people have they're more than one thing. If you have somebody like Steve Austin, he's called Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I came
yeah,
up with the King Beast Jai Kole. You want to have something that makes sense, that's entertaining in a way, has a meaning behind
yeah.
Great. I
it.
like it. So Jai, why do you come back wrestling hit after hit after hit? Why do you keep coming back to it?
I would honestly say it's definitely a passion and something that kind of gives me some type of purpose too. I know that a lot of people are inspired at what I do. I hear it all the time from children and people that I meet in passing. But everybody has something that they love to do, and they would probably do it for free. And wrestling is one of those things where even at the worst times, it was something available to me. Even when I had nothing, wrestling was there. My wrestling family and wrestling friends, and just something to make you feel good, something to make you happy, something to look forward to. It's a passion on top of that. So something I enjoy doing.
Yeah, that's great. No, thank you for sharing that. Me and you got a chance to work on a film at one point. We did a little fight choreography. I know the scene got cut, but
Mhm.
I just want to share for people that are watching, like Jai is a professional on set, working with him, going through the fight choreography and setting up. It was on a fan film about the Crow. And did you have a sledgehammer at one point?
I did. It was me and I think Robert Mukes had one. We were
Yeah.
doing. It was so nice, man. I really wish they would have kept that scene, but it was so exciting to see that, and I really appreciate you helping me because that kind of sparked my way of trying to become better in choreography and being a fighter and stuff like that. It was just the way that you handled everything and you positioned everything with the martial arts background. It was a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah, no, thanks. I was the fight choreographer on this one, but you just did amazing with the actual performance of it, showing the hits. You can see it in your demo reel just now too. How you take those hits, you sell them. You make the other person look good by the way you take the hits. You're just phenomenal professional, so it was really good working with you on that one.
I appreciate it. That was some long nights. We had like two like 12-hour days and everything. It was long nights and a lot of grind.
Yeah. Well, with your stunts and moving into acting and film, I know you've gotten a chance to be an actor and you've got a great demo reel for acting too. You've got a lot of really good theatrical performances. So, with that, what are some of your reasons for why you wanted to move into the stunt community and into the stunt world with film?
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I am a big kung fu movie watcher. I love martial arts. My uncle, he's a third degree black belt. He studies Aki Jiu-Jitsu, so he's been doing that for years. And I just love fighting in movies. It's just the way that it's designed and choreographed. It's like a beautiful thing, and it kind of reminds me a lot of wrestling. There's like a bad guy, good guy. There's like a down moment and a comeback. And normally the fighter has some type of finish move that he uses to kind of end that battle. But I watch a lot of Shaolin stuff, and I've been on this Bruce Lee high for some reason. I know Bruce Lee is like he's been around forever, and I've watched his stuff all my life. But I've been rewatching all of his stuff. He was just such an incredible fighter and actor too. I really like him and John Claude Van Damme and Michael Jai White. And I just watch these movies. I'm like, man, that's something that I would love to do. Just be this ultimate fighter in the movie. It's crazy.
That's that's awesome. Yeah, you mentioned Jean-Claude Van Damme is like one of my top guys too. All those guys you mentioned too. But I always like to say, one day my dream is to get on set where I get punched in the face by Van Damme. And
Yeah,
everybody takes it literal and is like, "You really want to get punched in the face?" And I'm like, "No, I mean like on set punched in the face, like fight
yes,
choreography punched in the face."
yes.
But yeah, thank you for sharing that. You did kind of mention a little bit about your stepfather and mentors and all that, but who here has helped you to get to the point where you are today?
It was probably like I would say a number of people with like my pops, and, my uncle. I have people that I've met in the acting world, like you helped me a lot as far as just being able to feel solid and deliver a good scene. That was honestly probably the best choreographed fight scene I've ever done, where it actually made sense.
Oh, wow. Thank you for saying
And
that.
yeah, and as far as that, I went to acting school, so there were like a lot of people in this journey that some of them not around anymore. I probably don't even talk to. They probably like moved away, and different schools have shut down. But there's a number of people that I wouldn't even have time to name that contributed to everything that I'm doing today. Because there are a lot of people that have inspired me. People that I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Just I kind of like watch their story and watch their journey and just kind of get inspiration from it.
Yeah, that's really cool. Well, are there any movies or anything that stands out for you, favorite scenes or favorite things that you enjoy watching?
I really love the Mission Impossible franchise. And I like that Tom Cruise does his own stunts. I think that's just like one of the most amazing things that I've ever seen. And his fight scenes also are one of the most amazing things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So I think he's an incredible actor, incredible choreographer. So that's one thing that I've always paid attention to with like his work as far as that. Yeah. And I actually watched a movie called The Smashing Machine. It was based on a former UFC fighter. Can't remember his name, but Dwayne The Rock Johnson played him. It's kind of like an independent film,
Okay.
A24 production, and they had choreographed everything as far as the MMA world. And I would say that was probably one of the best choreographed movies I've seen as far as the fighting scenes and as well as the story that was being told. I've actually watched that movie like 5 times.
What was the name
What?
of it
Can
again?
you say, yeah, say the title again?
It's called The Smashing Machine. Yeah.
Smashing
And
Machine.
Yeah.
do you
Okay.
know if it's like streaming anywhere?
Yeah, it's on HBO now. It's on
Okay.
HBO. And as far as me, I did a short film a few years ago about trafficking like young women in
Oh,
DC.
wow.
So I had a fight scene where I was an Uber driver, and there was a girl that she worked as a chiropractor, and she wanted people to investigate these missing girls that were being kidnapped and trafficked. So I ended up going on this run with her. She convinced me to like help her find these kids that were being trafficked, and then there was a part where we actually found where the person was like luring these children, and I ended up having a fight scene with the
Yeah.
guy and beat him up. And the guy that actually choreographed that fight scene, he's actually a martial artist. I can't remember what kind of martial art he's into, but he actually choreographed it. And I used some of my wrestling moves and hit him with a chair and everything. And he
Nice.
was swinging kicks and everything. I was blocking, and it was a really really nice thing. It was actually called the Home Health Chronicles too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually the Home Health Chronicles is by a guy named Jason Henderson. He's from DC. He's a martial artist also. You should check him out. And he's made some films on Tubi called I Am a Martial Artist and Home Health Chronicles and then Home Health Chronicles too. So a lot of the martial art guys, man, you guys are really sharp when it comes to those fight scenes. You know what
We live for that stuff, you
I'm saying?
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I definitely want to connect with them. Mary and I are writing a film right now that's really like paying homage to martial artists, and
Mhm.
like we won't go into the details of it right now, but it's gonna be pretty cool. And you're definitely one of the guys I'd like to get on the film when we,
Oh yeah, I can see him being okay.
yeah.
Yep.
And and I want to say one thing too. I've been training with my uncle, and I probably say martial arts is probably the hardest thing I've ever done. I'm not even gonna lie.
Really?
It's the hardest thing because you have to learn how to punch and walk and do so many different things, so many different locks you have to remember and movements at the same time. Wrestling is like that too, but wrestling is more it's choreographed, obviously, and it's more like psychology. It's all about making the fans feel a certain way. So everything that you do in the
Yeah.
ring has to trigger something in the people that are watching. Where martial arts is a real thing because you can come outside and have a real situation, and
Yeah.
it's really interesting.
Yeah. There's a
Huh. Yeah.
there's a lot of egos in the martial arts too that we don't have to dive into that right now, but there is
I've
definitely a
heard
lot of
about it.
ego of my style is the best
I've
style and
heard
this
about
is the
it.
only
Yeah,
one that works and that's not effective.
yeah,
That won't work in
I
the
hear.
UFC, you know.
Yeah,
But that will only work in a street fight, you know, and all these the comments.
yeah,
But really, in the end of the day, it's like you said, there's so much in the martial arts, like skills and all the different styles that you can learn. I'm just a fan of it, you know.
yeah.
Like also watching Bruce Lee and all, I just enjoy learning it. And everything has a place. And you know, when you put it in the wrong place, then yeah, it doesn't make sense. But it's fun to learn. It's definitely a fun challenge.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what is behind you.
What is behind me? So it's a little bit of like this room is a den. I've turned into like a wrestling thing where I have some of the things that I like. It's just some of the wrestling events that I've been on over the years. So you can see different flyers from I've been West Virginia and Pennsylvania and Atlanta and all these different places, Canada, just different places,
Oh,
different
wow.
flyers that I've been on over the years. Eventually, I'll have a bigger run because I usually keep all the flyers for my events because I want my kids and cousins to see the stuff as I get older.
Yeah.
So I
Absolutely.
have banners that I was on for events and stuff that can't even fit in these rooms. So just a collection of stuff. I have a few trophies. Here's one of them.
Oh my
Oh, nice.
gosh.
They called it the Sweet 16 tournament. They used to have a tournament every March, and then the best wrestler would get a trophy. So I had one in 2018 and one in 2019. So I have two of these.
Wow.
Some other stuff that I like. Yeah, so this is just a room where I think I like to do my thing at. Yeah.
That's pretty
Is
cool.
there, do you have anything else from wrestling that you want to show us or
Yeah, I do.
cool keepsakes?
This is just a thing that I made. I make photo albums of me traveling and stuff, and there's a picture of a guy that his name is King Kong Bundy. That's the name. I'm sorry, not King Kong Bundy. I'm so sorry. This is his name is man. I'm having a bad memory moment right now.
That's okay.
I'm getting older. Nikolai Volkov is a guy that I used to spend time with, and he has a newspaper article in Baltimore because he's from Baltimore, and he
Oh,
used to
wow.
sing the anthem. And every time he would see me, he would say, "Man, you're getting bigger." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, I'm lifting bigger weights. So he was on WrestleMania. He was on WWE for years. So his last couple of years, I used to take him to his wrestling shows. He was still wrestling at like 70 years old, and we used to take him to
Wow.
wrestling shows,
What?
and every time, yep, he was still wrestling at 70.
Oh
Yeah,
my
And
gosh.
the people would come out and they would cheer him because they remember him from the 90s and the 80s and everything. And Nikolai Volkov was a really good guy. Yeah, so you can look him
Wow,
up.
that's crazy.
Yeah, so
That's so cool.
yeah, yeah, just a couple of things here and there, on the journey.
So, question about the belt. When you won the championship, did they give you the belt? Did you get to keep it for a year? And then when you lose that championship, like, do you give it back or do you get to keep it as like, do they have multiples or how does that work?
If you're in like the WWE, they will give you like a replica of the belt. But if you're an independence, you actually would give it back. But sometimes independents, they'll give you things like little plaques or something like that, or little trophies here and there if they really have something going on.
How long have you been in the wrestling world?
I got in it about 2011 probably.
Oh, wow, okay.
I tried out in 2010, 2011, and I've just been kind of going from that point because you kind of got to develop and learn the business and get your name out there locally, get people that actually want to book you, stuff like that. Yeah, you got to learn. So it's been a
Yeah.
long time.
Do you have any shows coming up?
I actually have a show tomorrow, and and I've been posting about it. It is in Pennsylvania. It's for a wrestling company. up there. They used to be a part of a wrestling company in West Virginia. So I have a show up there, and it's going to be pretty intense tomorrow. So
That's
I'll be
Oh
awesome.
yeah.
How
posting up about it.
the show will be over by the time we air this, but how can people follow you to find out more about shows that you're going to be at and local events?
Yeah, you can follow me. I'm on Facebook, Jai Kole. You can get at me on Instagram at King_Cole #4 SHO King Cole for show. And you can just tap in with me. If you Google me, I'll definitely pop up. So
Yeah,
Jai Cole, look out for me.
Jai Kole, and Jai for you guys listening is Jai, and it's
Mhm.
Kole. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, guys, stop what you're doing right now and go follow Jai. I know that I've been following you for as long as I've known you, and I think that's been a couple years now. And I love seeing the posts that you make with the hits that you take and all that.
Yeah.
It's just fun. So, you're a fun guy to watch on Instagram. Yeah, I really appreciate you being on the show today, and thanks for sharing your stories and your favorite hits. Any other final thoughts or anything you'd like to share?
Right now, man, I'm just totally excited to be here. I can't thank you guys enough for choosing me to be a part of your platform, man. So I just appreciate it. Appreciate everything that you do. And I'm gonna keep grinding just like everybody else, man, and then just stay blessed.
Awesome. Thank you, Jai.